looking really sweet. Before we start, away from the fence.
So the field rolls into turn number 3. And we get ready for green flag racing. Craig Merriman hurls the green. We're underway. And scooting off to the early start is Corey Caddick in the 57. Magliano trying to dig his claws into the side and hang on as they go off turn 2 and down the backstretch.
Boy, you mentioned it, Magliano. He's quick to the outside, and that's 0-2, the silver bullet coming to the front. Magliano with a lead.
Yeah, so the mountains must be cold, and he wants to get out of there with the silver bullet. Has the lead. We have one going through the grass, and that's the 00. And that is Ryan Bannister. So Magliano leads him down into turn number 3, chased by Caddick. And here comes Nye, as I saw a little wiggle by Caddick as he went into turn 3, John.
Yeah, could be having some opening night wiggle issues, handling issues, I should say. Look at the high groove, man. It has come to life here, side by side for third spot now, and that looks to be the Dylan Cabral, number 19.
Yeah, that's Dylan Cabral as Nye gets up really high, up by the white line on the outside. Cabral trying to scoot his way by and grab the third spot as they rocket into turn number 1. Behind them, we have the 1, C.P. Burdick, and Big Mac, Chuck McDonald, trying to streak his way into the top 5 as he is in the 0-1.
Yeah, Chuck looking for a good finish tonight. He says he has not had that car running like he wanted it to, like for about a half a year last year, and actually got that machine really dialed in pretty good in practice, and here he is doing a good job in the feature. The 01X out of the action already.
And that is Keith McDonald, while Chuck McDonald is in a battle as they go down as they're in turn 1 with C.P. Burdick, 2 long-time X-car competitors. C.P. trying to hold on the outside. I believe he calls that car the Rustic Rocket. And I believe that that's what's painted on the hood of the 01, and the Rustic Rocket is holding off Chuck McDonald for now as they go down into turn number 2. Battle on for the lead. Here comes Corey Caddick as he's going to try to whittle his way underneath the 0-2 of Magliano. Magliano gives him space down low as they go down into turn number 1.
Yeah, great battle for the lead. The 0-2 and the 57 going at it. Turn number 2, drag race down the backstretch. 0-2 still with a slight advantage, Dave.
So side by side, and also closing into that battle, here comes the 19 of Dylan Cabral, and we have a wreck down the backstretch to start on the outside. Our leader, Corey Caddick, to the inside as they come back to the line. They're in the start box, and we're back underway as Craig unfurls the green flag for the last day in May. And on the outside, Ryan Magliano scoots his way out to the front.
Yeah, Magliano, good run, gets around that 57 of Caddick on chase. We got another car off the speedway in turn number 2. That's the 00 back on the track right now.
And look at Rich Nygo. He's on the outside as they come across the stripe, trying to work over Dylan Cabral as they go down into turn number 1. So that is a side-by-side duel between Cabral, Nye, and also making a visit to that action. And we have another yellow there. And we get ready to go back to work. 8 down, 17 to go. Magliano decides the inside this time. And Caddick is the one as they go side by side, tethered together. And Magliano shakes them off by the time they hit the halfway point. And we have a yellow. And to give you the start, here's John.
All right, you got Dylan Cabral on the inside of that second row, right alongside Rich Nye, the racing guy, as we get ready to restart. 57 on the gas, and he drives way up the speedway, and the 0-2 almost gets into the wall.
Yeah, Magliano is lucky. The old days, that would have been the Widowmaker as Caddick goes around. He saves it, but now the push from the back bumper is Cabral as Caddick goes scooting through the grass on the infield. Nye runs in the third spot. We have a side-by-side duel as Palomar has come back. Right now with C.P. Burdick.
Yeah, Caddick is in the infield. He's trying to get back out into the speedway right now, but the yellow flag waves. The 7 is leaking.
Yeah, and the 0-2 of Ryan Magliano bring us back to green.
Yeah, brand new neighbor for Magliano. He drifts way up high, but boy, he gets a burst of speed on that start. He'll pick up a 2-car length advantage over the Dylan Cabral, number 19.
Yeah, Magliano took off like he was shot out of a cannon. Cabral now maybe just might take a little bit of time, John, for that car to get wound up of Cabral's. He has to worry there's a double barrel attack trying to take place on the behind him. The 01 of C.P. Burdick and the 93 of Rich Nye.
Rich Nye, the racing guy's got the inside groove trying to get around Burdick. Burdick on the outside. That outside lane's awful fast coming down the backstretch, and it looks like Burdick's going to turn even.
Then we have the 42 of Chris Palomar. Right behind him is Chuck McDonald. That makes up our top 6. Keeping that high line working is Magliano. He's yet really, John, I think, to go down and be low in the corners. That line seems to be working for him. We'll see if the 19 of Cabral can close in.
Well, Cabral had a good lap last time by. He was able to actually make up a car or two length on that 02, but Cabral's got a long ways to go. He's probably like 2, maybe 3 car lengths behind right now. Let's see if he gets a good lap down the backstretch.
We'll look to see what the battle of fourth starts to break out as Palomar trying to test C.P. Burdick. We're going to hit the halfway point this time by Magliano. About a 2 to 3 car length advantage. Then it falls back to Nye in the Mystic T's 93. Those are our top 3.
Chuck McDonald drops a couple of spots, restarted in 5th and now back to 7th. Look at it on the inside. Here comes a guy on the way by C.P. Burdick.
Yeah, that's Chris Palomar. I think we're going to have to, if Chris makes the podium, we're going to have to find out, because last week he was late, John, if you remember. He had a welding test that he had to take, and we hope he was able to pass that battle on as Burdick now begins to drop it. Here comes an early leader. That's the 57 of Corey Caddick as he whittles his way through the field. Does he have anything to make the podium in the final 10?
Well, that was another good lap by Dylan Cabral. Cabral's definitely coming. Now gets up to the corner panel of Magliano. Magliano still choosing that high road, but the 19 has found himself a lane, and he's using it.
Yeah, Magliano now drifts even up higher, John, and that really allows Dylan Cabral to try to scoot underneath. Gives him a lot of racing room as he goes into turn number 1. Cabral trying to chip the advantage away. Magliano able to hold him off as they go into the scoreboard.
Yeah, Magliano's got a fast car, but that outside groove may be going away for him because the 19's definitely coming. And again, side by side is coming out of turn number 4. That was a great lap, though, by Magliano. Picks up a car length advantage back on Dylan Cabral.
Yeah, Magliano, if he was playing a little possum, he decided to wake up as we're getting down to the final handful of laps. They come off turn number 4. Magliano stays up high. Cabral hangs in down low. Maybe he gets to the back quarter panel, but unable to complete the move.
Don't look now, but here comes Caddick, Corey Caddick in the 57 from the back of the pack. He's going to challenge Palomar for 4th. Battle on for the lead still.
They come off turn number 4. Magliano in that silver streak comes across the line, your leader. Cabral continuing to try to chip away, and now it's a 3-car duel for the 3rd spot that's held by Richard Nye, but he has Palomar and Caddick in his hip pocket.
Corey Caddick on the move. He draws even with Palomar, and look at the battle for the lead. It's side by side with a lap car to worry about in front of the leaders.
Yeah, they have to worry about the 67 of Robbins as they go down into turn number 1. Will that play a factor? And it looks like our leaders get by safely, and it is the side-by-side duel for the lead down to the final 4 when they hit the stripe. Burdick chugs into the infield. That car out of gas as it goes into the infield area.
Way up high goes Magliano. He's going to lose the lead that time by. Cabral takes it over. Magliano still trying for some speed on the outside as he retakes the lead in turn number 3.
And also going to the whip is Corey Caddick. He's to the outside of Nye, trying to make his way to the podium and grab the 3rd spot. Our leaders still duel side by side going into turn number 1.
Less than 3 laps will complete this one. Your leader right now is Cabral, but oh so close as they go into turn 3. Magliano gets it back.
White down to the final 2. Twirling 2s greet the field. Cabral, slight advantage at the stripe. Magliano pulling back even. Here comes Cabral. A 3-car tussle for the trophy as they go down to the backstretch for the final lap and a half.
Now Magliano's got to be concerned with the Caddick number 57. He's come on strong. White flag out this time by for Cabral. He's got a 1-car length advantage over Magliano in the 02 machine. Magliano doing a good job. Down the backstretch, trying to hold back Corey Caddick. Checkers flags will wave. Twin checkers are out, and the 19's going to keep it between the stripes and win this thing. Dylan Cabral to victory lane. Magliano so close, finishing second. Corey Caddick right there in third. Rich Nye in fourth, and Chris Palomar rounds out.
Yeah, to make their way through the field, and they were whittling their way underneath Ryan Magliano in those final stages.
Yeah, that was a blast riding with him. I mean, that was good, clean racing side by side for the last 10 laps. Shout out to him for running me clean. I can thank my crew. I can thank my girlfriend, Sam, my parents, everybody that comes out and supports me.